So there's a lot of things that CD Projekt Red has revealed with The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. The trailer was amazing. The gameplay, of course, there was a lot of difference, even though a lot of people did say that there's not much difference compared to the original version with the next gen update. But I would say otherwise, because I've just made a video where I basically did an entire showcase of the next gen update versus the original game's graphics, and there seems to be a lot of difference. I think this one would be one of the best comparisons that you would find on YouTube so far. So make sure to go ahead and watch this video. I will leave the link down below in the description in case you guys want to see the difference between both of these next gen and the original game. And yeah, with that being said, let's move on to what are the new changes that we're going to be getting in the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt's next gen update. Now we're going to start off the one thing with the improved visuals, and that is something that CD Projekt Red seems to be very proudly of, because they're using the new FSR 2.1 and DLSS 3 technology. So if you guys are PC players and you use graphics cards like the RTX 3090s and 40 series, then you'd most likely know that there is a technology known as DLSS 3. So this is something which basically just upscales your visual quality, but at the same time gives you like a really good performance without really having to lose a lot of FPS. But it's going to just enhance the performance and the visuals both at the same time, which is basically something that's just defined as a magic in the tech industry. But apart from the visual improvements, which we obviously did get to see in the comparison video that I made, so apart from that, there's also a few other changes that CD Projekt Red has done to the game. And one of the most interesting changes that they've made to the game is, of course, the camera and control, as well as the UI changes for this game. This is something that I did notice as soon as I saw the gameplay. This was the first thing that my eyes popped into, is that you now have an option in the settings where you can just toggle the option on, which is basically going to get the camera much closer to Geralt, because that is something that I was kind of just feeling off in the base game. But then, you know, since we did not have the option, so I was like, all right, so this is exactly what we're going to be getting. So there's not really much room here in order to think maybe the camera could be better. So I think that is something that CD Projekt Red has finally fixed, and this time they have a much closer camera, which is going to give you more of a gameplay kind of a look, so you kind of enjoy the characters, textures, and all this stuff. So when you're playing a third-person game, I am a kind of person who likes my character a little bit more closer to the camera rather than having it like really super far, because it kind of gives away that top view RPG kind of a feel. But then when your character is much closer, it gives you more of a personal feel. It's just my personal opinion. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Closer camera or far away camera? Which one do you guys prefer? I think it's just a personal choice, and I personally think that it's great. It would be a new add-on to the game, of course. Now, apart from that, they've also changed the controls, is that you can now basically cast a quick yin signs in the game, which is basically the magic signs that Geralt does. So in order to do this, in the original game, you would basically have to open up this huge wheel, which is going to show you different powers and stuff like that. But then on the upgraded version, the updated version, or the next gen version, whatever you guys want to call, so in that version, you're basically getting an option where you could just enable double tapping or just holding a certain key in your controller or on your PC versions, where Geralt would automatically perform different yen signs or different magical powers that he has, rather than just opening the wheel. So it's basically like you have a much more of a cinematic view. I think that is something that CD Projekt Red went with here, for more of a cinematic and immersive thing, because now they have a new option in the game where you can basically just turn off the entire UI in the map and everything. It just disappears until you're just using the focus power that Geralt has, especially when you're tracking a few enemies or maybe some kind of new quest that you're trying to track. That is when, so if you just hold on to the focus key, that is when you will be able to see the entire UI pop up. But rest of the time, it's pretty much going to be a gameplay, like a complete gameplay. It's going to be more immersive. It's going to look like you're watching a movie, because it's next gen, it's ray traced, the graphics are fantastic, and obviously it's not going to look like a game anymore. It's going to be more immersive. So these things are real big improvements to me, at least as a player, because this is something that I personally thought before the update came up, and I was thinking maybe if these things were added to the game, then it would look more immersive. And at the same time, they're giving this update for free, which is something I really appreciate, because looking at companies like Sony and then Rockstar Games, and you know, these companies, they basically just upscale their game from 30 FPS to 60 FPS or whatever, and then resell the game for a full entire price. So that's nasty, dude. At least respect CD Projekt Red, even though they screwed up with Cyberpunk, they're at least trying to do something better this time. So that's a good part here. Now, apart from this, we also are getting photo mode, which is something I really missed in the original Witcher game. So that is going to be added into games. So I just cannot wait to see all the different fancy thumbnails that I'm going to be making for all of my videos on The Witcher 3. So keep an eye out for that one. And I will also be running a photo mode contest where most probably I'll just do some kind of a giveaway and all that stuff. So if you guys are interested in that, then I would just pick some of the winners who has the best photo mode and stuff like that. So I will keep you guys updated with all of those giveaway and stuff like that on my Instagram and on my Twitter. So make sure to go ahead and follow my Instagram and also on my Twitter, because that is where I keep you guys updated with all the latest information. And also I do a lot of giveaways and contests where I just basically give away free stuff to all of my subscribers and followers only on Instagram and Twitter. So make sure to go ahead and follow me on both. The links are down below in the description, by the way. Now, apart from this, CD Projekt Red has also agreed that they have now integrated multiple mods which is made by fans, the third-party mods. I think these are the mods where you could basically see different vegetations. You have like different bushes and the grass and everything has changed. So all of these are because of the mods, and there is a lot of shader mods involved as well. Now, of course, using any of the third-party mods basically means that you're going to be losing a lot of FPS on your PCs. Even though you have a really powerful PC, it's still going to just take away those frames per second when you're using really good mods. And I think that is something CD Projekt Red tried to balance here by using one of the perfect mods that is required and just removing the mods that you don't. So that's basically how the remastered version is made here with the next gen update. Of course, they did add in all the ray tracing and stuff, so that's a completely developer thing. Now, apart from this, you also have a few side quests and stuff like that was fixed. I'm not going to go into all of those details because we are going to stick to the tech stuff here. Now, apart from this, we also have Netflix DLC content where you now have the Nilfgaard armor, which is completely changed into, it's basically going to look like the Netflix Nilfgaard armor set that we saw in the series. And to be honest, personally, I am not a huge fan of the armor set itself because the basic original armor set in the game looked so damn good, man. I don't know why they did this, but it's just to add on content. It's something that's optional. I know a lot of you guys are really pissed off and mad because they showed that in the trailer, and people basically think that maybe the new DLC or update is going to just force players in order to just use the Nilfgaard armor that was shown in the Netflix TV show. No, that's just an optional thing. You can just turn it off in the option settings or whatever. And then you also have a Netflix TV show Witcher's outfit for Geralt, which I think is once again really lame compared to the original outfit. And now you also have a new look for Dandelion. So you basically have the Netflix TV show character. The cast is the one that is being played in the game, so that entire skin is basically changed. So these are the new things that they've added in. And one of the best things that CD Projekt Red has implemented here with The Witcher 3 is now you have a cross-platform saves, which means that if you're playing the game on the PlayStation 5 and you think maybe I should just go ahead and continue the rest of my gameplay on the PC version because you have a better PC or whatever, then you now have an option where you could just basically swap onto your PC version and all of your saves is still going to remain the same, and all of your save data from the PS5 is still going to get continued on your PC version. So this is of course a really good update that CD Projekt Red has given us, and I just can't wait to go ahead experience all of these things. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think about this update? And now that we are done with CD Projekt Red, there's something I want to share. This is just going to be an extra bonus for the video for those of you guys who stuck till the end. It's of course a sad news. It's not something that's really good to just share it like this, but of course Ubisoft is actually taking away Assassin's Creed Valhalla from the PlayStation Plus subscription. So for those of you guys who have PlayStation Plus Extra or the premium subscription, and if you guys did it because you wanted to play Assassin's Creed Valhalla, then you should probably know that Ubisoft has decided to just remove that game from PlayStation Plus subscription. It's no longer going to be part of Ubisoft Plus Classic, which is linked with the PlayStation Plus. So you're not going to be able to play that game. Make sure to play it as fast as possible because it's going away forever on December 20th. So yeah, with that being said, I will keep you guys updated with all the latest information that you need about gaming, open world games especially, because that is what I cover on this channel. So make sure to go ahead, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. And the most important step of all, even if you guys have subscribed, make sure to go ahead, turn the notifications on and set the notification settings to all, because if you don't do that, then the broadcast YouTube platform, they just don't send you guys the notifications on my daily videos. So make sure that you guys are doing it. With that being said, If you guys did go on and enjoy this video or found this useful or anything, if you just want to support me as a content creator, make sure to go ahead, drop a big fat like down below. I would really appreciate that. It helps out my channel, it helps out the video a lot, so your support is very much appreciated. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.